sun is back to Benidorm town. Yesterday we had an insane day, plenty of strong rain. We've been on the British street to show it to you guys, but this is how it's looking the very next day. It's morning time, practically 12 a.m. right now, and this is the aftermath of the strong rainstorm. At least this is what we've gotten and not worse, as in some other municipalities. The worst part probably is right here at the beginning of the Levante beach, as every single time, but it didn't stop people to actually arrive here and enjoy a day on the beach. Quite a lot of sand has been eaten up by all the water that's been coming from the promenade directly towards this part of the beach. However, shortly it's going to be all cleaned up and prepared with all the tractors and all the big machinery, so it's going to be nice and we won't see any trace of it probably starting from tomorrow. Nearby bars and cafeterias are obviously open. All the places are open for you guys from morning time to get some breakfast, nice drinks, snacks. A lot of people started to get the tea already. Yesterday we've seen so many people getting warm drinks for the first time since the beginning of summer season. That was a very unusual thing to see, especially in tourists, because, well, for them it's still quite warm. But not for us, honestly, any longer. We did get a nice hot cup of tea after going to the rain. Still some shade from the nearby buildings. Right now, the sun starts to go out slightly later already, and it goes down earlier, which is why, even though it is already 11, more or less, in the morning, past 11, the tallest skyscrapers by the Rincon del Which still are covering a little bit, a tiny piece of the Levante beach with its natural shade. Even so, there's plenty of people here enjoying while they can, because in half an hour, 1 hour time maximum, it's going to be sunny, as it is on the whole entire Levante beach. The water looks all right. There's some algae here, but that is something typical. Out there, slightly further along, the water is crystal clear. It's like turquoise blue. I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen, but immediately before the storm, before the strong rain, and afterwards, it did look like very lovely, like baby blue, turquoise blue water. Very interesting and unique. And it's quite clean. There's no issues with it. There's no residue anywhere. So the beach is open for swimming and enjoying it with your family, friends, relatives. We know quite a lot of you guys actually are coming here on holidays right now in September, and some of you are here already. Parasailing, the fly fish, the banana, all of it is available here too. Still available. The boat rentals, the jet skis, also available up until probably the boats and jet skis and parasailing are available almost a whole year. But the water sports, as per se, the other ones where you actually need to swim, up until probably October month, more or less. The beach looks quite busy. Even so, if you would want to, you would probably be able to grab some space right by the water. See, there's quite a bit of distance between people, so you would definitely be able to find a nice spot for you here to lay down. Obviously, the vast majority of tourists are going towards the paid sunbeds area because that's easier. You're not lying on the sand. No one's coming next to you and throwing sand on you with their feet. There's slightly more distance, and it's just comfortable. And it's for a whole day. By the way, this year it did cost €6 for a sunbed and for an umbrella. We will see, and we are curious what's going to be happening next year for next summer season. We know Albir shifted their prices and increased a little bit, but we'll see what's going to be happening with Benidorm's one. By the way, it's curious that there's still a yellow flag here. That's interesting. Still a yellow flag, not a green one. By the way, yesterday when we've had the storm, as per se, there was a red flag. And sadly, one person on the Poniente beach lost his life. Not sure why people cannot get that. If it's a red flag, it's not suitable for swimming. period. That's what it is. It's red flag. It is dangerous to swim. Why do people feel like, oh, it's not going to happen to me, and they just go inside, and at the end they lose their lives, and their relatives or loved ones lose the person that they love and cherish? People just don't think about it too much. But if there is a red flag, it is there for a reason, okay? And especially there's many currents of water. There's many different ones that are going directly into the sea. People do eat quite a lot and drink even more than that, and they go like this into the sea, and a lot of things might happen. So please take into consideration that if it's a red flag, no swimming at all. Yellow flag, stay cautious because of the water currents inside of the sea, probably too, or the jellyfish. I suppose it's because of the water currents. I think that is the main reason, because they do activate slightly more now. And overall this year we've had like very dark summer. We call it a black summer, and this year as no other, there were people drowning here in different areas of beachfront. So be careful whenever you're coming here on holidays if you're going for a swim. The beach terrace, the Lazy Cow, all the nearby bars that are groups oriented are also available for you here.
Have a drink, some nice food over here. Come on, all of you.
They do specialize in groups mostly, but overall like couples, solo travelers, they do have a lot of nice deals. So that's where you could go. The Sol Beach, we've been here too. It's a sports bar. They make their own handmade pizza, the burgers, the barbecue ribs. They have breakfast options. Plenty of things available for you to choose from. And it's from the same chain, the same owners as the Bikini Beach and the Jungle, right next to the Tiki Beach one. Quite a lot of workers here after the whole rain. The main issue here is that all this area, the one that's slightly flooded now, all this is where it's not a sewage system, it's not like a sewage water, but it is from all the draining from all the streets nearby. It's like all the pipes that go through the city from the Mediterranean Avenue, the British Street, all of this, when it's cleaned, all of it comes here. It comes to this area. And also the seawater obviously ends up here when the waves are quite high. It's all been cleaned, so it looks nice and tidy. It looks like it's a seawater mostly by now. However, with all the residue from the streets, there's a lot of cigarettes leftovers. There's a lot of like garbage, maybe litter that has been brought with the giant amount of water that came out of these pipes. So they're picking it up right now. See how many bags they have? That's all just from this area. They're browsing the sand here to check it out and to clean it up after the storm. That's a typical thing, and that's a usual thing that you have to do. These are the pipes, by the way. And that's how it always has been after every single rain, like a strong rain. See, there's bottles here as well. All this comes through the system towards the beach. So they need to clean it up. They need to prepare everything. And usually in the question of like one morning, they're all done with it and it's all clean, nice and tidy. But it happens every single time when it actually rains. Quite a lot of people are enjoying their day here by the Levante Beach Promenade. It's nice. It's quite hot by now, obviously. It's a beach day, authentic beach day. But it is not as hot as it was previously. It is around 30 degrees still. The water is slightly cooler than what it previously was. It's now no 28 degrees any longer. It's around 27, maybe even 26.8 after the rain. But still, it's a great water to swim here in the Mediterranean Sea. The swimming pools do have a cooler water by now, though. In the evenings, it's nice after a whole day of sunshine. But if you go earlier in the morning, you will notice already quite a big difference. The Chiringuito Beach place will love their toast. Their toasts were delicious. Benedict eggs or like the sandwiches. Really nice. Slightly long wait, even though it wasn't packed at all. We were barely the only ones waiting for the food, but it was still very nice. And the taste, incredible. I get why nowadays it is really busy with people getting their drinks and snacks there. Overall, This is the aftermath from the rainstorm that we've had. Could have been way worse, but thanks to our microclimate, we get quite lucky with it. Thank you for accompanying us today. Stay tuned for this evening's video trying a new restaurant.